TwicebakedJake is a sellout. I said it, and I truly believe that, or I wouldn't be making this video. But before I get into the nitty gritty of everything going on and all the negatives, I do want to say a few positives about TwicebakedJake. This is not to cover my ass. I really don't care. I don't even think he'll probably see this video, but I don't want to drop this video only talking about his negatives when I genuinely do think that TwiceBaked is a good guy. Still think he's a sellout, but I also think he's a good guy. There's a big difference between him and Mr. So I met Jake for the first time at Card Party. I did a pack battle with him, and I can say 100% he is the exact person that you see on camera. I can say that about a lot of the creators there, like Unlisted Leaf and obviously Deep Pocket Monster, but there are creators that aren't how they are on camera, and it could be not authentic, or it could be like me, because I don't know if I'm the same person I am on camera, because I'm hella fucking awkward in person. I don't know. I feel fine coming on video with y'all for the most part. Still get a little awkward, but in person, I'm just an awkward individual. So I don't know. But Jake was super nice at the event. He's super authentic. He won the pack battle against me, and I had told him to keep the hit that he got because I had supplied the packs, and he absolutely insisted that I keep the card. We're going back and forth like, you keep the card. No, you keep the card. And then finally he just signed the card, and he was like, no, man, I want you to keep it. I didn't even ask for the signature. He just did that to be kind. So it was a great experience talking to Jake at the event. I only have positive things to say about him with the way that he interacted with me, and I saw him around the event a ton doing very nice things with other people as well. I also think he's a dope creator. I watched TwicebakedJake before I ever started making content. Still to this day, I watch a few of his videos every now and then. He's informative. He talks about the market. He's pretty old school. And one thing I really like about Jake that makes him different is I feel like he doesn't care what anybody thinks. He just does the content he wants to do and puts it out there. The guy doesn't even use a face cam for his openings to this day. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just to highlight that he doesn't need to freaking improve a ton. He just keeps it simple, keeps it how he does it, and moves on. Until today, that is. Again, I wanted to say those things because I do want to highlight the good person that I do think Jake is, but why is he a sellout? Long story short, Jake is getting involved with Whatnot. As always, I watched Opossum's video. I'm like his freaking grasshopper. I'm like his Padawan. I'm like the why am I drawing a blank? Like that little raccoon, like in Kung Fu Panda, the turtle, Master Oogway. I'm like the little guy to him. But Opossum did a full video on this as well, and he will always have these videos out far before I do them, so make sure y'all go check out his video, subscribe to him, let him know in the comments, say what's up from the gang, and I'll link his video in the description of this. One of the main reasons I wanted to make a video on this myself, though, is because I just talked about this shit. I just talked about it. I was recording a video 3 days ago before any of this shit happened. I recorded a clip basically saying thank you so much for the support on shinyvert.com, and because of y'all's support on shinyvert.com, basically I'm able to make enough money where I don't have to ever get involved with these companies like Whatnot or Drip or any of the other ones that have this big scam shit attached to their name. I'm pretty sure I said word for word in that clip something about like I will never be a sellout like one of these people that are just working with these companies to get the bag. That at the time of the recording, that was not a shot at TwicebakedJake. Again, I had no idea this was happening. But now looking back, it's half the reason that I want to put this out there because he literally went and did this the next day after I recorded that clip. Roll the clip. Last thing I'll say, y'all, I know this ad has been super long, or this promo. Y'all's support on the website really does mean a ton. Whatnot, Drip, all of them reach out, y'all. And because y'all shop from shinyvert.com a ton, I don't have to agree to any of those things because I don't want to be on those platforms. There's other people who sell stuff and take the bag from those platforms. But because of y'all, shinyvert.com is more than enough for me. So I am not selling on Whatnot, I'm not selling on Drip, but I'm only able to decline that because of y'all. So thank y'all. Shiny Vert is not a fucking sellout. So that clip was supposed to be used in the video I dropped a few days ago. And the only reason I never used that clip in the video is because basically I did a promo / an ad for myself for shinyvert.com in that video. And it was already longer than like, I like to keep my ads or promos at like 30 to 45 seconds. And it was already over a minute and like 10 or something. So I just cut it out. I don't like putting that long of ads or promos in my videos. But as you can see on the clip, this was shot on iPhone. So you can see it. So you can see exactly when I recorded it, which was on February 13th before any of this shit happened. And I'm telling y'all all this because it does play a big part in why I want to talk about what Jake is doing. This is something that's pissed me off in the hobby for a while, and I've never really called anybody out for it. Even in that clip I just showed y'all, like I said, like, F these people who are just doing it for the bag. There's a lot of other names, and I'm not gonna name drop everybody, but there's a lot of people that are working with them. Personally, I don't think it's for the best reasoning, but I've never really called out names like this before. But his video on this, specifically Jake's, which was really surprising to me. Jake, of all people, seems like a very honest, authentic person, dropped a really dishonest, really disingenuous video. I actually fucking hate with a passion when people will not just be honest about why they do something, especially when it's related to money.
Live stream pack breaks definitely get a bad rep because there are bad actors in that category. But if you are purchasing your cards from reputable sources, it can be such a fun and interesting experience because I get to talk to viewers.
Dude, it's 2024. I feel like some of these old school like YouTubers, like, he's been on YouTube a while now. He's been grinding. I'm not hating on the grind whatsoever, but I just think some of these old school YouTubers don't understand the world of YouTube we're in now, where everybody knows exactly how sponsorship works. Everybody knows how brand deals works. Like, the viewers, the creators, everybody knows that there's money behind it, right? Everybody also knows, viewers included, that the creators make money from ads that play during your video. Like, everybody is aware of these things. So why are we still trying to lie about the reasons that we're working with people? It's money, bro. It is literally money. That's the only reason. If it wasn't money related, he would not have got involved with Whatnot, and he'd just be streaming the live breaks on his own YouTube channel without working with them, if that's what he really wanted to do. It's literally for money. If he came out in his video and just said, like, A, I am happy to work with Whatnot because they are giving me money. B, they're also going to give me more money by supplying me with free packs that I give to y'all. And C, just be upfront and honest about those two things. I think people would accept it a lot more. Even if he's getting involved with, you know, these companies that might have a negative outlook on them right now. But instead, throughout his whole video, he makes a bunch of bullshit, lying, dishonest excuses. That's just what it is.
I get to gush over the cards immediately. People were able to ask me questions and I was able to answer them immediately. So really, this video is about me saying, I get it now. I get why pack breaks can be such a fun experience.
I just want to take a second. I'm getting freaking worked up over here because this shit actually pisses me off. I do want to take another second. I like Jake. I like Jake as a person. I think he's a good person. I just think that he was straight up lying in this video, and it pissed me off. Opossum really hit home on this one point that also, like, pissed me off as I was watching Jake's video on it, and Opossum freaking nailed it. TwicebakedJake Jake said something about, like, now that he's streaming, he can react immediately when he gets pulls from the packs. Like, that's one of his reasonings for wanting to do these live breaks, is because he gets to react immediately. Bro, even when I'm off camera, I react immediately to opening Pokemon cards. Like, I don't understand how that correlates at all. Like, literally, after this video, I'm gonna edit this up, and then I'm gonna walk over there where my packs are. I'm gonna open a few packs, and I'm still gonna react the exact same way I do whether I'm live streaming, whether I'm recording a video. Like, it would make no difference. It's a BS excuse.
I get to react to the cards immediately as they get pulled.
You get to react to the cards immediately. What the fuck does that? I get to gush over the cards right now? Like, are your videos fake? Every time you pull a card on a video, is that not you reacting to the pull? Is that not you doing anything with that? I get to react to this card immediately as opposed to a pre-recorded video of me doing that. No, I think what you mean to say is you can't sell that card.
All right, and now I'm going to tell y'all some deep inside scoop. I met with one of these companies myself about 8 months ago. Never talked about it. There was no need to. But it has to do a lot with today's video, and I'm proud of the final decision I made. So I'm not gonna say which platform it was, because honestly, I don't want to get sued, and we're talking about being honest with money today. And yes, that's my reason for not saying which company this was. I don't even know if I can get sued, but I don't want to take the risk and say a company's name, but it's one of the big ones with the scam shit attached to it. Anyways, I sat down and did a Zoom call with them, and they offered me a contract. They said, if you stream for X amount of hours, X amount of days every single week, we will give you this much money every single month. And the offer was great. Y'all have to realize I was a lot smaller, got a lot less views than I do now, even 8 months ago. So the offer was fantastic. It was probably more money than I could have even asked for at the time. So did I think about taking the offer? Absolutely. I discussed it with my mods and everything, And the thing was, how I make a living, my career and everything is based off shinyvert.com and mystery packs, selling mystery packs. Yes, it gets insanely scary at sometimes, and this was finally an offer I got to have a steady income where I don't have to constantly worry about the work that I do and like selling mystery packs and stuff. Yes, I thought about it and I discussed it with the mod, so it's like the pro to taking the offer is money. It is solely for money. That would be the only reason for me considering this offer, because on the flip side, why would I not take the offer, is because I don't want my name attached to that company. There's been so many different scams with, you know, Blakey's, whatever, the freaking NFL guy, Rattle and Opossum have covered a ton of this stuff. And that, I think all that stuff was even after the fact. They've just had the big scam stuff going on with their companies for a long, long time. And ultimately, I said no to all this money because I didn't want my name attached to it. I didn't want to hurt my reputation. I felt like I was just rebuilding my reputation. I blew up off of shorts, and so it was a lot of scam at the time. We've talked about this a million times on the channel. My long form content started growing, and people see that, you know, I like to think of myself as an honest, genuine person, and I think other people can see that through my content. So I started to rebuild my reputation. And, you know, at the end of the day, did I want the steady income? Did I want the fat bag? Absolutely. Absolutely. Why would I sit here and say that I didn't want the money? But I didn't want to hurt my name. I didn't want to even take a chance at, you know, attaching my name with that reputation. I'm giving y'all a lot of freaking deep shit, but this is why I feel so strongly about the situation. I'm surprised, man. I'm surprised that Jake is working with them. You know, hey, to each their own, that's his decision, and he might have the right reasoning for doing so. I just think his video was a bunch of BS excuses and lies, and he should have been upfront. He's doing it for the money. Do I hate this guy or think he's a bad person? Absolutely not. But I do think this was dishonest, and also, like Opossum said, Jake's core audience is not a fan of what he's doing right now. They're giving him, you know, backlash for this. I don't know. That's my 2 cents on it. I was close to being a sellout myself, just to be straight up with y'all. But at the end of the day, I said no. I'm proud of myself for that. But I did consider it. And I think that's what we see with Jake. He just became a sellout to whatnot. And then on top of that, I just think he wasn't as honest as he should have been with his audience of why he made the decision to be a sellout. It's different if you're a sellout and try to hide it versus coming out and say, hey, I needed the money, so I signed with this company. Let me know y'all's thoughts about the situation. Just wanted to drop my 2 cents on it. I won't be a sellout. Appreciate y'all watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
That's a rack, no strings attached. That's a rack, that's a rack. I can never change, gotta stick to my routine.